So I'm down here in the bushes, about 120 feet down, I guess. Got this Ford van and this little 2-axle trailer. First obstacle is getting attached to anything. I'm going underneath with a chain and hooking to both sides, and that'll give me a center point to pull. And the trailer hitch is going to be all bound up, I'm sure. I haven't even tried it yet. But the first thing I got to do is try to pull it a ways all together so that this trailer will slide away from the tree. Otherwise it's going to run right through it. So I need the resistance of the van to help me along with that. My wrecker is poised right up the top of the hill. Actually went down through, cleared a pretty good path. So makes it fairly easy walking, even though it's very steep. It's good practice for tomorrow. I'm supposed to have a stress test tomorrow. Alright, so we'll stress test some today. Let me get down and see if that van is in neutral. And if I can turn the wheels straight, that'd be probably the best option. But if I can't, then I gotta do what I gotta do. So, on a little further investigation, the wheels are cut that much. There's no key in it, which is fine for now. And that's my objective, getting it up through there. Like I said, first thing I gotta do is get that trailer pulled a little bit to one way, and then let's see what happens. Now I gotta scale back up the hill and start pulling. I probably should also mention that this trailer can't be disconnected from the van because the front of the trailer is sitting right on a mound, and so that makes the back of the van being supported up by the trailer ball, and the trailer is actually hung in that air some in the back, so it's pivoting right there on that bank. There's no disconnecting it. So I just got to start moving things. Here we go. Alright, I'll check my pulse right here. I've been up on top of the hill for a few seconds. Let's see if I can see it here. Alright, what does it say? Back down to 118. I hit 139 coming up that hill, but then I just realized I should make a little video of recording that. My doctors all the time say, well, get yourself some exercise every day. They haven't got a clue what kind of exercise I have to get. Alright, let's going to get a start on this, see what happens. Get my boom up in the air here so I can get some elevation. I'll be ready to pull in just a second. Alright, let's see what's going to happen. It's coming up tight. I can't see the trailer. I can only imagine that it's sliding sideways. Yeah, it looks it. I think it's coming pretty good so far. Okay, let me get out and check again here. Trailer looks good. I don't see anything. Trailer can come sideways all the way up the hill. I don't care. The van looks like it's coming fine. My only hope is that the van doesn't head to that tree. Then I have to re-rig, trying to avoid. I don't know if I can open this up a little. Coming pretty good so far. I'm not going to complain, the winch is pulling nice and even. When I lost my, oh there it is right there. Believe, looks like I'm going to miss that tree. I can't see anything on this side of the wrecker. I got to be over here. Yeah. Maybe I don't need so much zoom now. It's getting closer to me. With the zoom, it's kind of hard to hold it a steady video. Actually, the rear wheels of the van are just sliding because it's in park, but that's okay. When I first took this job, I thought, well, I'll grab a hold of the van and spin it around. I thought it went off sideways, but this thing went straight down in. Missed the turn. Missed the turn. This is a big open field. He comes, I guess he was over at that sand pit, dropping off some stuff, some twigs and branches and tree limbs and stuff. And somehow he forgot to turn. Something happened, I don't know, none of my business. Anyway, so far the trailer hitch is holding, the ball is holding, thankfully, because there was no way I could disconnect it. Getting closer to me all the time. Good old number 12, my 552 Holmes. I've owned a lot of wreckers. I always wanted a 552 and I finally got one. I've had her for about, I don't know, 5 or 6 years. And it's been a heck of a truck. She's really digging in now. She's starting to pull a little harder. Oh, there she goes. Whatever it was, it's free of it. Oh, baby. There was some smaller trees, 3-inch diameter maybe, that it ripped right off. Probably pulling those over backwards the opposite way. Probably causing some kind of resistance, but we can deal with it. I've got that whole open area. I call it open. It's just brush. There's no trees there. So I'm just going to let it go the way it wants to go. I had to make, see now, 1, 2, I think I made 4 trips up and down all together. Wait a minute, 3 trips. One time pulling the cable and 1 chain down. Then I pulled a second chain down. Okay, she's just stalling me right there. I'm going to have to find out what she's catching on. That'll be my next deal. She's getting close. It might be just because I got all the windings on the winch now. I'm getting close, so my winch is caught up. Yeah. All right, so that's fine. That's why you go with hydraulics, so they'll stall and save the pieces. I'm going to run another line down to it, and between the two she'll come, I think. I don't see anything in the way. It's just digging in so deep to the mud. Let me pause this. Oh, I'll just stop it and start. So I'm back down here now. I'm putting a second line on the same hitch. Actually, the trailer's holding together well the way I've got it hooked up. And I've got a 3/8 grade 80 chain there crisscrossing from one side of the trailer to the other. So now I'll have two lines on that same chain, so I can kind of like work those two winches together. I think that van might be caught up on a pretty good type of what the heck is down there? Oh, it laid a tree right down. It was sitting on it. But anyways, it might give that. I guess that's one of them sumac bushes. I think that's what we call them, sumacs. All right, I'm going back up, getting closer. The wrecker's not so far away anymore. I'll get up top of the hill and try her again. What is my heart rate now? 124. All right, back at it again. I put a second line on it. Still might end up having to have them pull together, but she's coming good, but she's coming hard now. See, one thing nice about the 550, you got the winches are on two different stages. So if you pull them both together, you get equal power. A lot of you guys don't understand what I'm talking about, but it goes back to the day when we really had power to deal with. My chains are crossed, yes, because of the way I had the necessity I had to hook to that chain that's actually wrapped to the trailer, but not hurting anything because the cables aren't touching each other. Boy, that trailer is doing the job, mister. I'm going to run out of distance on my first attachment, my first rigging. And you can see that some of you guys will say, what are you doing? That is 5/16. That long one, that's a 30 footer I took down with me. That's a grade 8 alloy. And there's no worry about that. That 5/16 grade 8 alloy will install these winches any day. Now you wouldn't want to put a snatch block to it, because then you would overdo the capacity. The trailer is just about ready to crest the bank. Now the question is will that van, being in park, be able to hold itself enough so I can freewheel and pull ahead? But now at this point, I got to pull my truck ahead. I want to get all I can first. And if anybody thinks I'm bullshitting, that's how I chained up. Now remember, I was down there underneath all that trees and briars, and up on it was hung up on a high bank, some stumps. But that trailer hitch is still doing the job. Unbelievable, but it is. And I say unbelievable because it is only a 2-inch ball. But like I said, if she's going to come out, it had to come out this way, because it would be an awful lot of work to excavate through all them trees and find a way to attach to the front and spin it around. And there was no tree strong enough or in the right direction angle to snatch block at the bottom. She really just had to come out. A lot of times people say it, but she really had to come out on this one the way she went in. It was basically out of control and just went straight down. Now I'm going to see if she'll stay there. If that cable goes slack, then I'm cool. Alright, she's rolling some, she's rolling some. She's going to stop, is she? You know what? I bet you I can pull it back in my own tracks. Let me see if I can just drive ahead. I bet I can. I'll give it a little bit more slack here. Oh yeah, she'll roll right backwards. Look at that. All right, let me go give her a pull. Yeah, I know, blah, blah, blah. Should have had 2 wreckers. We're busy. I didn't want to take one of anybody else. Come on, baby. Right up and over. No trouble. I'm going to pull it right out into the field so I can hook onto the front. There. Piece of cake. Piece of cake. I have to tell Ed he's got a little bit of a rut in his field. He won't mind. Taking him 2 seconds with his loader. But I think she stood it pretty well. Trailer hitch is still in place. Safety chains are still there. See, actually didn't make any difference not having the keys. So yeah, she was starting to dig in pretty good toward the end. But look at there. She's out. I don't think it's damaged as bad as what he thought it was either. It's all right. But you know what? I'm going to have to pop the shifter linkage so that I can move the thing. I am done for now. Let me get hooked up and I'll go see if I can find the customer. So I've got it all hooked up. Trailer's going to be nosed down a little bit. I got to have it a little bit high in the front because where I got to go out of here, it's a pretty good. It's kind of a mud hole, but I just don't want to have it dragging it. But when I get on the other side, I'll level it out a little better, and I'm going to take this to the guy's house. So this is what I'm doing. I'm not fooling around with wheel grids. I don't know if it damaged anything on the front wheels or not. Can't really see any major damage, but to be sure, I'm hooking to the frame. And I come out here with my these little extensions, this little height extension is something I make up special. That's my own design. These are 5-inch ones. I have 8-inch ones, 10-inch ones, 6.5-inch ones. All different sizes for different applications. So I make those out of, I have them milled out, and the pins are a dry fit. They drive them in with a 30-ton press, and then the receiver part is, I think it's 30 over, make it nice and free for the pins to go in. But anyways, that's just a little sidebar. Time to get this thing out of this guy's field. It's like the old coffee commercial, natural health, good to the last drop. Have to back it in this driveway. Okay, I'm going to put that trailer right over there out of the way, I think. No biggie. Well, my biggest nemesis was that dumb old tree on the end of the road, end of the driveway. But I got it in here. They said to park it on the lawn, so I got it in here nice and straight. It might sit for a while. I don't know if the guy's going to fix it up right away or junk it or what he's going to do. All right.
Hi.
Okay, so you're the proud lady of the house.
And this is Nancy.